Hi friends, my name is Host Eric. I'm the host of Talking to Famous People and the maker of this video entitled Everybody Needs and Nobody Wants My Services. What I mean by that is people delegate all kinds of stuff to other people, right? Like, I'm going to call a plumber to fix our plumbing problem. I call the heating and air conditioning guy to fix our heating problem. The problem is, I'm an expert on something that everybody thinks and feels is their jurisdiction. Namely, I'm an expert at thinking. I'm an expert at determining what's correct. So, it's like when COVID happened, everybody should have listened to me because I was correct, and history has proved me 100% correct about just about every single thing I said before any of it happened, right? So, my problem is, other people need me to think for them. And, of course, nobody ever wants that because that's an infringement on their agency. It's an infringement on their identity and their way of doing things, etc. So I get that nobody wants my services and why they don't want them. But this is the conundrum I'm facing, right? It's like all the people who most need to hear me are the same people who least are willing to hear me, unavoidably. It's part of the bargain, right? It's like the more somebody needs to hear a truth that they're avoiding, the less they want to hear it. So, like, take my friend Corey, for example. I am not sure what to do with this link he sent me. Sent me a link to some song he made that I'm interested in listening to because he is a genius musically. But he's so wounded and broken by decades of being in the wrong relationship that he hates me. He absolutely refuses to have any shred of interest in anything I'm doing or saying. So it's like it's not his fault for being this. Well, it is his fault. He should have left a long time ago, like I told him a long time ago. It's not a good relationship. Of course, Rachel and I come around, and we just are evidence of that fact to him. He's an INFJ. He can't avoid that truth, right? It's like, oh, this is what a happy couple looks like. But he doesn't want to hear anything about it, for sure. He doesn't want me to teach him anything. He doesn't want me to solve any of his problems. And he doesn't want me to be successful at all, really. He wants me to be beneath him. The problem is, the song I'm Looking Through You is basically written by me to Corey. Except it was by the Beatles and not to Corey. But regardless, what do I do? What do I do in these circumstances? It's like I was in bed thinking, like, what am I going to send him as a reply? I thought maybe, like, if this friendship is going to survive, you need to stop hating me. Or, I'd be happy to listen to this link if you were ever willing to listen to something that I made, the thing is, on the other hand, I like good music, and it's probably pretty damn good. Maybe if he shared the link with me, he's clearly pleased with it. So, and he is a musical genius. But the thing is, I'm an SI type. He's not being a good friend to me. He's being a terrible friend, and giving me drugs does not make up for being a terrible friend. I'm a terrible friend, okay, in general. But I'm not that kind of terrible. I'm terrible like I forget about you for a long time. I'm not terrible like I hate you for your success. You know? So, and I have good friends who are happy, genuinely happy for me. Like Dave Porter, Cameron. Saint Cameron, you should call him. Saint Cameron. He's the best friend anybody could possibly ever imagine. But regardless, this is my problem that I have. It's that I've figured things out. And there's no way to explain that to anybody without making them hate me. And the people who most need to hear the explanations invariably, unavoidably, necessarily are always going to be the people who least want to hear them. And it's like, I respect their agency, so what am I going to do? I used to get very angry, but I'm not very angry anymore. When things happen, sometimes I get frustrated. But I'm not angry anymore. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how to meaningfully, productively be me, provide information to people they need to know, and still have anybody willing to listen to me. I don't know how to do that. I can't even imagine how I could possibly do that. It seems impossible to me. When I think about all the various vectors, what I'm trying to do to explain to people, they don't want to hear unavoidably, because I am telling them I know them by things other than their actualities, right? And that everyone can be known thusly, including me. And most people don't want to be. They don't want to be understood like that. They're unique. You don't know me. I'm a unique person with unique experiences. You don't know me. Yeah, I do know you. Actually, I know you better than you know yourself. Just by knowing your type. By knowing what type you are, I can guarantee 99% of the time I know you better than you know yourself, because 99.9% of the time you're not an ENTP. and thus are not map savvy. You're not equipped with the attentional manners that allow you to correctly map things, including yourself. But, nobody will ever want to hear that. It's always disrespectful, right? It's also always true. And I'm in the business of telling the truth. I'm not in the business of respecting people. I'm not in the business of making friends. I'm not in the business of telling people what to do. I'm in the business of telling the truth. And that's never going to change. So, this is why I'm so stuck, right? My only business is telling the truth. And that's the last thing most people want to hear. When people say the truth will set you free, or the truth is like a lion, you can't keep it down and get out eventually, they're talking about a different kind of truth. They're talking about secrets. Secrets don't stay secret, usually. Has nothing to do with truth, though, right? Truth is what you don't want to hear, but should. That's the best definition of truth, really. Truth is what you don't want to hear, but should. That's as good a definition as any, I guess. So anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. For those of you who are watching me and listening to me, is a gift beyond measure. Thank you so much.